All right. So this is just gonna be my very first attempt at this. I've been feeling moved to say a couple things um, by God, and that I just can't really describe anything else. Like it just keeps feeling it's like just keeps coming back and back and back. So I just want to fulfill my duty and try and fulfill my role, and so I'm putting what is it, BTA, belt to ass? Yeah. And so the first thing has always been the John 1:1 interpretation of um the word in the beginning, like the word was, is, and was with God. I always understood that as because of the way that we breathe is like on the inhale is YH, and on the exhale was WH. Excuse me. That was my fault. I was trying to do it while I was breathing. Um, yeah, on the inhale, it's YH, and on the exhale, it's WH. So you're always praising the name of the creator. And yeah, just I I have only heard one other person say that, and that was in a like a different synchronous setting. I need to focus. I need to look right in the mic. So yeah, the John 1:1 understanding of the word was, is, and was with God is because on the inhale we say Yah, on the exhale we say Why. So it's just my thoughts. Okay, so today is February 4th. It's actually a day after my birthday. I'm 29 now. 29 years old. Oh God, how time flies. Oh yeah. Some of the thoughts that I have are rather scary, and some of them a little doom and gloom. So if I could do go towards doom and gloom, I'll let you know real quick. Don't like to do that. Um. Oh yeah. So another thing that I had to do in order to be okay to try and want to talk to others was I had to learn to sit down with myself first. And so that what this is another part of the steps is that in order to have in-depth, good faith, long form discussions with different people about everything from theological debates, or not debates, because a debate's not really, you're not really going to sway somebody in a debate. Like, we can argue till our faces are blue, but from our perspective, we're not going to change our theological basis off of one conversation that we had with another, unless the argument shakes the foundation of our beliefs. That probably would be best depicted as Andrew Wilson, and he was facing that Muslim man, and his angle of approach was incest. That was probably an angle he never thought someone was going to take. I thought it was a brilliant attack for the way that he planned it. I did cover that one. Uh, oh yeah, another thing that I noticed too was that every time that um there's always like little events happening. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. That one's too broad, and it wouldn't make sense unless I go into like really deep detail. So I think I'll skip that one. Or we can. I can talk about how in Minnesota they're using. Oh, okay. A little scare warning. So in Minnesota, they are using what's like considered a stingray, where you can like identify and delineate who's in within a network and who's accessing a network or coming into a network, and from that you can get um, the identifiers from the internet service providers. So at least that's my understanding. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. Um, from that, they're getting all the information of the people who are coming to Minnesota to either be press or help in any capacity. They're identifying them, such as James O'Keefe and his people. But this is like a recurring theme where it's Telegram chats, WhatsApp groups, and all that of thousands of people coordinating together. I think it's really interesting how it just keeps happening with these massive group chats, like at thousands of people in group chats. Like I can't express that enough. Thousands, and it's weird because I'll phrase it like this: some of them are using the identifiers of how do you say it would be like ethnocentric tribalism, because they're basically choosing these group chats off of their ethnic backgrounds and their perspective. Like, I think that would be the best way to describe it, as ethnocentric tribalism. Um, but I'm not seeking to be too political in this. Like, I just want to identify problems, help create solutions. I'm not seeking to be a part of this political facade that's only um, utilization is in creating um, manufactured problems for manufactured solutions. I think that all this is an issue. Is it something that's crippling us now only because it was manufactured that way? Immigration was meant for one purpose: to overthrow and establish a system of power that they wouldn't lose for a long time. That's plain to see now. Um, I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy that there's this whole network of evil out there. I would love to to be involved in a network of good, because holy shit, is it dark out there? Um, but no, I do think this is crazy, because like I was talking about a lot of this stuff last year before before the Epstein files dropped, and they were talking about satanic rituals, time travel, all this other stuff. And I have theories on how um, time travel and everything else is being hidden. And I think it's also hidden behind the guise of the national security, hidden behind some of the lesser known sciences like plasma infusion and fission. There's something to be said about those, but to what extent, I don't know. I'm very new in this. I just seek to understand a little bit better. Um, uh, talking to some parapsychologists and some um just scholars in general, there seems to be a general consensus that there's things that we're not allowed to talk about, and subjects that we're not allowed to delve into. I think that's pretty well known at this point, with as much information that's available to us about UFOs, NHIs, and all the other stuff. Um, hopefully soon, well, not hopefully, but soon I'll be have Grant Cameron And I'd love to pick his brain on all the different types of aliens and then validation that he has behind it. I've been looking into his stuff more and more as each time goes on, and it's just such a wealth of knowledge that I just have to pick at it. Like I just have to try and digest pieces at a time because he's been doing it for so long and I'm just playing catch up. It's like when I was doing the conversation with L.A. Marzulli. He's got such a wealth of knowledge, and it's all just rooted in like biblical um, literality. Yeah, biblical literality. That his view on the world um, is solidified in his eyes that it's only biblical principles across the board. I don't think I've had enough years to boldly claim that or anything. I do think that the Bible is a trusted and verifiable source of information and a historical record. I take it literally in some aspects and metaphorically in others. I'm not discrediting him at all. I think that what he says he believes, and I think that's a beautiful thing. You shouldn't be saying anything that you don't believe wholeheartedly. Um, I don't know. I think that this is a beautiful time to be alive because of all the opportunities that are available and all the different mediums and outlets that are available to other people. Uh, Again, I think all these different avenues are crazy. And the more that I said this earlier to my wife, the more that I looked inside of myself to find myself, I found God. And when I went to go look for God, I found myself instead. Um, It felt like he was telling me that I was looking for the wrong thing at the wrong time. And so maybe this is just one of those opportunities where you can just show faith and show up, even if you don't understand what you're doing. So I'm just taking that opportunity and trying this out. I mean, I think I've been going for a couple minutes now, but yeah, no, it won't be long. But there's a lot of things that I think happen in this world that we don't see, but they also happen in such a finite amount that unless you have access to vast resources, you have to be selected in order to to experience it. It's as messed up as it sounds, but like this is all based off of like bloodlines, blood and genetics and genetic makeup and understanding, and so like you're already hitting these little fractions of people by just saying this. So I mean, and then on top of that, you got to have an open mind because then believing this is like half the battle already, too. So it's just, you just gotta, I don't know, you gotta be open minded, but not open minded enough to where your brain falls out. But that feels like a good stopping point for this one. And so I appreciate you for listening. Um, I don't know. Maybe this will be a good one. Maybe it won't. Either way, it was fun rambling for a little bit. I'm Nick. This was Earth to Nick, first solo episode. Um, I don't know how to do it again. Good night.